Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy. It's Sunday, July 28th, 2019, and it's weigh-in day. Happy Sunday everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tammy. I have lost a lot of weight on a ketogenic way of eating. Today is a weigh-in video, and on my channel you will find weigh-in videos, food ideas, mentoring, and live chats where I answer questions. I like to teach how to do keto. So if that's what you're looking for, you're here in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. I've got a lot of great videos that you can go back and binge watch, or you can just watch future videos to see how I'm doing on my ketogenic journey. And if you're new here, this is a really great video to start with, because at the end I'm going to have a slideshow of me from the beginning to today. You can see me shrink before your eyes. So welcome back friends, it's good to have you here this Sunday. I'm sitting here in my car. I just finished church and leading the choir and all of that stuff, and my kids are driving me insane today. I have very, very little patience for my children today. So I am hiding out in my car. And I want to make it short because I don't want to sit here running my car in my AC for very long. It is very hot today. It's about 93 degrees here in Utah, which feels amazing to me, because one of the main things that's been an issue for me after losing so much weight on keto is keeping my body heat in. I am always cold, and this 90-something degree heat is like heaven on earth. Though heat can mess with a lot of things when it comes to weigh-in day, which is a pain in the butt. So yeah, when you go out in the heat, I have a friend, Karen Rothwell, who is diabetic, and she tested her blood sugar after she was out in the heat, and it went sky high. So I wonder if that's part of the reason that going out in the heat for several hours will make you retain water. But yeah, I am still flippin' puffy today, and it's really frustrating because I was hoping for a super big whoosh, and my rings were still stuck on my fingers this morning. I woke up really disappointed. I have to say I wasn't disappointed necessarily with the number on the scale, just disappointed that I'm still retaining water, and I'm starting to worry that I will have to wait until the fall to see what my real weight is because of all this water retention that's happening to me this summer. Now, I retain water really easily. If you go back and watch any of my previous videos from the last 2 years, you will see that I definitely am always going on this up or down deal. And sometimes it's a pattern and I can count on it, and sometimes it's not. And in the summer, it's really a crapshoot. It's hard to know what's going to happen. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the weigh-in, because I know that's why you're here. And then if you'd like to talk about it, you can hang around. And if you don't, you can leave if you'd like to. I'm not going to hold you here against your will. So let's get to the weigh-in. So as you can see, I weighed in this morning at 179.5 pounds, and that is about a 6-pound loss for this week. That is still 3 pounds up from my low weight of 176.4 that I hit in March. Now I spent, if you're new here, you may not realize I spent March through May doing maintenance calories, trying to maintain my weight. I did a DEXA scan before and after, and I still lost 2 pounds of body fat and gained 6 pounds of muscle doing that maintenance plan that I had tried for myself. So this summer I am back on a keto cut. For the last 2 months I'm on a keto cut, and I still have not seen that low weight of 176.4. And I have to admit, it's starting to get a bit frustrating. I know that it's something that I preach a lot, that the scale doesn't really matter and you should just ignore it, and you should just go by how you feel and by inches lost and things like that. And speaking of inches, I didn't really lose any this week, except I lost a 1/4 of an inch around my neck, which doesn't surprise me, because when I look in the mirror I realize my face is looking pinchy again, which isn't my favorite. It's like a double-edged sword. I'm not used to how I look, you guys. It's weird, and other people aren't either. In fact, on Saturday, I ran into some people I haven't seen in about a year, and I really have only lost 20 pounds this last year. Like, if you really look at it from last year's weight to this year, it's really only about 20 pounds lost. But I guess when you get to this point, and plus, I don't know how much of that 20 pounds, was actual fat, and if I gained a lot of muscle mass, because I did gain some muscle. So who knows how much different I look. I really am not 100% sure. I should go back to my videos last year and like maybe compare. But anyway, so I ran into some friends who haven't seen me in a year, and they were looking at me so weird. And every time people look at me weird, I think, what's wrong? Like, am I hanging out somewhere? Do I have something on my face? And then they'll say something about my weight loss, like, wow, you look so different. And I go, oh my gosh, right. They don't know what I look like anymore. I don't know what I look like anymore. When I look in the mirror, it freaks me out. I'm like, who is this person? Who is this girl? Because I look nothing like I did my entire adult life. It is crazy, you guys. It is absolutely crazy. I'm having to get used to this new me, and even looking at myself in videos all the time and looking at myself in the mirror every day, I still am not 100% used to the change, and my friends definitely aren't, especially the ones that only see me a couple of times a year. The looks on their faces is priceless. They just look so shocked. It's the weirdest thing. I used to hate that. In fact, if you go back a while, I wish I could remember exactly which videos I talk about what. But if you go back probably about a year ago, I used to get real sensitive about it. Like, I would get my feelings hurt when people would act uncomfortable around me. And I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand why they acted uncomfortable. And now I kind of like wrap my brain around, it's just like trying to talk to a stranger. Because I'm not the familiar person that they know. It feels very strange to them to talk to me like we're old friends, because I don't look like myself. In fact, no one recognizes me, not even my family. It's weird. No one can ever find me because they don't know where I look like. Even Dave. Even Dave admits I am very difficult to find in a crowd. I used to be the biggest one, and now I'm just like everyone else. And it's weird, right? It's so weird. So anyway, I am happy, of course, with the 6-pound whoosh. Definitely happy that some of that water weight has come off. I have high hopes for this week that somehow I will make it to the 174, and I can say I've lost 200 pounds. Come on, it's so close. So close. I swear this is worse than when I hit Wonderland. I hit Wonderland at the beginning of July last summer, and I swear to you it didn't feel like it took this long. This has been the longest one for me. And I always say don't have a pounds goal, have an action goal. And my action goal for this last week was to do better with tracking, stay closer to my macros, make sure that I was keeping in a deficit. And I have to admit, I wasn't that great at tracking. I was pretty good at keeping to 2 meals and making sure those meals were pretty close to my macros, knowing what I can have, what I usually have. But actually inputting it into the tracker, I kind of get lazy about it. It's hard to keep doing it when the scale doesn't cooperate. And when I'm already so close to my goal and I'm so comfortable in my skin, it's hard to stay motivated. You guys are the only reason I'm still doing this. I would have quit a long time ago and just been happy where I was at. But you guys are really motivating. You guys really motivate me to want to really get there. And my goal, at least right now, is 27% body fat. I don't know if I've gotten there, obviously, because the scale's not cooperating with me. So I don't know how much I've lost, if any, this summer. And I'm sure it's some, because I definitely see it. And I've lost some inches. Not this week, but I have lost some inches this summer. So I know that it's coming. I know that it's coming, but I just have to be patient, and it's so hard to be patient sometimes. I really love this summer, and I feel like it's kind of gotten away from me. I don't feel like I've really gotten to enjoy it. And I really don't want the fall to come, because it is a lovely time of year, but it signals the coming of winter, which is literally my least favorite thing on the planet anymore. I just get so cold. And so I really, 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 really want to enjoy summer, but I'm also really anxious for fall to get here so I can get that dang DEXA scan and find out where I'm at for realsies. Because this whole scale thing is the never-ending frustration of our lives. Am I right or am I right? I know Melanie Hyde from Princess Ninja and Keto struggles with this stinking scale all the time too. I think we all do, right? We all do. And that's why I like to be so honest with you guys about my feelings about it and stuff like that here on this channel, so that you guys can see it's not all straight down the road. There's lots of ups and downs. And if I quit 2 years ago when I went to Disneyland and put on I think it was 15 pounds of water weight, what if I had quit back then? I was still 260 odd pounds at that time. What if I'd quit? So I'm not going to let myself quit because, hello, obviously, slow and steady wins the race. Am I right? Yes. Because here I am in the 170s again. Now, I've been in and out of the 170s for like the last 4 or 5 months, okay? And I'm kind of tired of the 170s. I would really like to see us 1.6 in front of my weight, but time will tell. Time will win out. But I tell you what, if I come back on here next week and I look like a devastated crying freak, that would be because I didn't hit this stupid 174 this week, which I really need to hit. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little dramatic. Sorry. If you're new, I apologize in advance. I'm not usually quite so exciting. But it's just, Melanie has me so excited, and Karen Raphael has me so excited about going to Florida that I am just like, woo! But I really want to hit that 174 before I go to Florida. Because you guys know, when I go to Florida, I'm going to pack on like 20 pounds of water weight, right? Because that's what happens to me. And it's very humid and it's very hot. And I'm going to be flying from clear up here to clear down to sea level. And that does a number to a person. Because here I'm like way up in the mountains in the Utah, you know? So, that's it, guys. This video is already too long. I gotta stop talking. I gotta turn off this car. I gotta go in the house and get some stuff done. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of you for being here. I appreciate all of your support. Those of you who have become members of my Patreon family, I dearly appreciate you. I'm so grateful for the support you're giving me and my family. It's just making it so much easier for me to keep going with this channel. I'm really inspired and motivated to keep going. I'm coming up on my 2 years on YouTube anniversary. I cannot even believe it has been 2 years. I started like mid-August, probably around the time, oh my gosh, I bet it's around the time that I'm gonna be in Florida. Do I feel a super exciting giveaway coming on? Maybe me and Melanie can pull something off. What do you think, Mel? Let's work on that. So yeah, for my 2 years on YouTube celebration, there's got to be something, right? We'll come up with something good. So anyway, I love y'all so much. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll talk to you all again soon.